you what we're going to do. We do the same thing every month. If you haven't been with us before, here you go. First card is?
The position of it's the overview. It's the tone, the energy of the month.
Second card is the position of challenges, things that could possibly mess you up.
Mm-hmm. That which is in opposition to what you're trying to accomplish. Third is the unexpected.
Fourth is the outcome, and introducing the newest, latest, greatest tarot position on the face of the planet.
Yes, in lieu of the fact that we're not going to do the love readings.
Oh, we're going to announce that right now?
Yes, we are.
We're not going to do the love readings.
No, we're not, because they're just intensely energy consuming. We don't have the time or the energy for that. So what we've decided to do instead is to add a spiritual counsel card mid-month.
But it's going to be even better than the love readings because...
Yes, because it's pertinent to the reading.
Yes, they're major arcana cards only, which means it is the highest level of spirit that can come through, and that will come through mid-month. So something great to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Around the 15th of the month every month.
And something terribly relevant to you.
Right.
So relevant because it's often nice to have the spiritual perspective on high.
Yeah.
From high.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do. So
okay,
let's
perfect.
start.
Let's start.
And look what we have.
Which is absolutely perfect.
Perfect.
Okay, so we have the Fool in the upright, and you can hear that Ava is doing the heart chakra
Yes.
relieving the tension.
Relieving the tension, because I was worried for you, Taurus. I was wondering what that Two of Swords would lead to. And what does it lead to? It leads to a most wonderful solution, which is you take a risk. You act totally spontaneously. You take a leap of faith. You trust yourself. You trust your guardian angels to protect you. And you go forth without having too much preparation
Or trepidation.
That is, you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot of plans. You don't need a lot of worry about what's going to happen. You just do. You just go forth. And in such a spirit of joy and...
it's like slip sliding away. Remember that song?
Yes.
It's like just such an easy breezy.
Easy breezy. You're just say, well, I'm here. I'm in my new world.
Yeah, it's Paul Simon's Sliding Away.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is a very pretty song.
Yeah, just slip sliding away.
You're slip sliding away into your future.
Okay.
So the month is colored by this attitude.
This ease.
The sun is shining. This is the card of 0, which means that out of nothing, you create something.
Which makes sense because they were launched out last month.
They were launched out, and they had fear and trepidation. That's what the Two of Swords was. They were protecting their heart. They didn't want to make these crucial decisions. But now you've decided, well, I'm just going to let things fall where they may. Let's see what happens. I trust the universe.
There you go. What else is there to say? You're slip sliding away. I love it.
I love it too.
Oh, another really awesome card. Okay.
Another.
Taurus is blessed this month. Kissed by the angels.
My goodness, August.
Kissed by the angels.
August. You're released out of your coffin.
Oh. Well, it is the challenge position, though.
Well.
Because that is a part of the Fool also.
Yes. He has to die to the old. He has to come out of confinement. He has to, judgment is about complete and
surrender to rapture.
Yes, surrender, beautifully put. Surrender to rapture, absolutely.
It is the surrender to
So
rapture.
you hear the trumpet call. That's what the angel is doing right above you. There's a trumpet call. There's sort of like your calling, your mission. You see, You know what it is. You're feeling it. It's calling you out.
And you're answering the call.
And you're answering the call. You're, if it's your challenge, you're still a little. Here you don't have the trepidation, but here it says to get over all your trepidations, to all your fears,
and answer the call of spirit.
To answer the call of spirit.
Yeah.
Do what is in your heart.
Right? It's like God calling on the telephone.
That's what it is. Oh.
Like your angels are calling you on the telephone.
In the movie? God?
Who always plays God? What's his name?
He's died. But he was an
oh,
older gentleman.
George Burns.
George Burns.
George Burns is calling you.
George Burns is calling you.
But yeah, it's like God's calling.
And you better answer that call.
Right.
Because he only makes one call.
Right. Well, it's kind of like destiny calling.
It's destiny calling. Absolutely. Yeah. Your destiny is calling, and you need to listen. Listen to your heart and listen to your guardian angel. There's no doubt about it, because you're about to be launched out. You're about to take a voyage, a trip. This is starting out on an adventure, you see? And if you're young, that's understandable. But say you're in your 60s or something, or 70s.
You can still launch out on a new adventure.
Maybe there's something that you have a passion for, a hobby that you've always wanted to start. Or
surrender.
Surrender to it. You can do it. Anyone can do anything if they believe.
Look at us. Look what we're doing.
If we can do this, right. You can do anything.
I'm wearing beanies and she's dancing around straw houses.
Yes.
So
yes.
Come on.
Come on.
We can do that, so can you.
So can you. So can you. Let's see what's unexpected. This should be interesting.
Yeah.
So let's see what's unexpected. This should be interesting.
Yeah.
Ha! All right.
So we have,
all right,
in the position of the unexpected, the 9 of Swords.
All right.
Oh.
So there is something that worries you. Something comes up during the month to make you a little bit worried. To give you a sense of mental control. All right, so at the end, Taurus,
and I wanted to say something about this card.
Oh yes, please do.
Before we move on, because we already pulled, okay. It's the Hangman.
The Hangman comes at the end.
Which is another major, but I want to say something about this 9.
Go ahead.
Get a beanie. Well, the reason I say that is...
It needs explanation.
Well, well, the reason I say that is you have to do something to offset this, because you got to have some fun, and that's what this card is all about.
Yeah.
The Fool. The Fool is all about having fun. So, and I'm just kidding, get a beanie. Do something fun, okay, to offset this, and different than what you normally do. Let me fix my beanie. Because, you know, I've been there, and I know what this card is about. You know, it's about, you know, in the evening you're really blowing some of this negative stuff out of proportion. So reinvent yourself a little bit during the day, and you'll feel better. You know, that's on top of the journaling stuff. Mm-hmm. Like reinvent something about yourself.
Well, it's often good to have spiritual literature right by your bed too.
That too is good.
So instead of, you know, going over everything that could possibly happen wrong,
right?
You infuse yourself with ideas that reinforce the positive.
Right. So this is just worry.
It's just worry.
And taking yourself too seriously.
And often that too, yes.
Which is why I said get a beanie.
Yes.
So she says get spiritual literature, and I say buy a beanie. So there you go.
Do both.
That's why you have both of us here. Okay, so let's move on to the Hanged Man.
All right, the Hanged Man.
Okay, so the Hanged Man is the outcome card. Another major arcana card, and I'm going to say, I mean, this card has quite a few meanings, but I'm going to say this card to me says sacrifice.
Yeah.
Only because, in order to heed the call,
yes,
there's some sacrifice involved.
Right.
Which may have us up all night pacing the floor.
Yes, what needs to be sacrificed? What should you sacrifice? What has to be sacrificed?
Yeah.
Something has to be sacrificed, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the interpretations of this card, is definitely
Yeah, sacrifice is a highly spiritually charged ritual.
Oh, absolutely.
So it used to be the sacrifice of
Lambs and things.
Now you can sacrifice just things, you know. I mean, in order to move forward, and that can also be a highly spiritual ritual. You know, like just gathering things that you no longer need.
Right, and sacrificing them.
To someone who needs them more. You know, sacrifice is something, you know,
sacrifice
obviously.
Sacrifice is when you sacrifice for the betterment of others.
Yeah, it's something that's of value to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be like a beautiful way to offset this.
It's true, but interestingly enough, these two cards are very similar in that the Fool is simply moves forward in a spontaneous manner, not really calculating the next move, but having trust in himself and in God. And in this card, the Hangman, we have turning yourself in a different position so that you can see your situation as brand new in a completely different manner than you've been seeing it before, which would help you to overcome the worry. Instead of falling prey to your own negative thinking, what you do instead is you separate yourself through meditation. That is, just look at your whole situation and see it from a totally different perspective. And that would help you overcome the Nine of Swords. Mm-hmm. So that's just another interpretation of that as well.
And I've often heard this card described by some of my earlier tarot teachers as
Harry Potter.
The card, yeah, Harry Potter. Dumbledore was my earliest teacher.
Yes. She went to
I went to Hogwarts.
She did.
Yeah, I did.
She did, honestly.
Right.
I'm an autodidact.
Yeah.
She went to
I went to Hogwarts.
Tarot cards.
So, but anyway, it's the card of the student, okay?
Yes.
So, you know, maybe there is something to be learned.
That's right.
You know, before, you know, it's great. You heed the call, which is your challenge, which, you know, requires of you to become studious in a new area, because we have the Fool. Last month we had the World in the position of the unexpected. So there's a certain amount of learning that may go along with the Hanged Man.
That's right. That's right.
And
sacrificing something and learning something new.
Well, you know, think about it. Education is a huge sacrifice for a lot of people, because you sacrifice your time, you sacrifice your finances.
Right. Your whole life.
You sacrifice. Yeah. Others have to sacrifice.
People sacrifice for you to have your education, or even just
sacrifice your TV time,
which is a wonderful sacrifice.
You miss True Detective, which by the way is up for an Emmy.
Is that a TV show?
I love it. Yeah.
True Detective.
Yeah, it's really good. And Game of Thrones, another great show.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, you're gonna have to sacrifice, and
all right.
Also, stand on your head, see things from a new perspective.
Yes, see things from a new perspective, and this is also a bit of a, it also has the interpretation as well of a bit of a stalemate, like, you know, stalled, something stalled, like stasis or limbo, limbo.
Right, a little bit.
So,
I don't see that for this reading, though.
No, I don't.
No, it can't mean that.
It can mean that.
But it seems to me, you know, right away I thought, wow, this is about, you know, this is the same kind of card.
Absolutely, I agree with you too. So there you go.
There you go. It's a really good reading. You have 3 major arcana cards. They're all in the upright, and they're all super positive cards.
Yes.
So.
Right. And we just wanted to say a shout out to Greg. Thank you very much for being our most popular fan.
Which you win. You already won.
You already won.
Yeah, you already got your free reading.
But we did want to say hello to you.
Hello, Greg.
Hello, Greg.
Taurus.
So
I'm Greg from Englandshire, and I'm a Taurus. And I've been watching your videos since March. And not just my own. I watch them all. I can't get enough of them.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, so stay tuned, because we're going to teach you the major arcana in 5 minutes. If you have 5 minutes.
If you have 5 minutes, you can learn what is the most important, I think, branch of the tarot, which are the major. So.
And then also, if you would like a reading, because I can see Taurus could use a reading.
Yes.
And I'll tell you why I think they could
All
use
right.
a reading. Because they need to get over this fear and worry and get on with the sacrifice.
And perhaps, you know, a lot of people have been emailing me for readings to help them discern their life purpose. A lot of people don't know why they've been born.
Yeah.
They don't know, they really can't figure out what their particular destiny might be. And this is not that easy to do. A lot of people have you know, it's not taught in school.
Yeah. No, they don't teach you that.
Generally, you need to just accidentally meet a great mentor or someone like that who will help you to find what your talents are. A lot of people don't even know what their talents are. Mm-hmm. So the tarot can often help you to at least guide you and to steer you in the right direction, or at least give you some insight. Mm-hmm. So,
and Taurus, you are on a great journey this year.
Yes, you are. It's an exciting year for you.
So that is
full
a good
of
reason.
creativity.
Yeah, good reason.
Mm-hmm. It's a good reason, yes. So please come to virtualtarot.wordpress.com
I
and
lost my
thank
beanie. It's been falling off my head in a weird way, strange angle. I'm taking it off. All right.
All right.
We'll see you next month. Don't forget, watch the Learn to Read Tarot video.
Forewarned is forearmed. Thank you very much.
Namaste.
Oh, namaste.
Go to our website, virtualtarot.wordpress.com, click on Purchase a Reading, peruse the readings, and when you choose one, make the appropriate donation via our PayPal link, where you can see us in a cute little banner head.
That's right. And then, after that, you go and simply submit your question to us. And we design the reading exactly to your question. So it's all personal and very intimate. What
you can expect in return is a custom reading. These readings are like art.
They are art.
Each one is done individually, each spread is laid individually and customized for you. You can expect an audio file, an MP3 file. You will receive this via email.
Yeah.
So much fun because you can listen to it over and over.
Which is nice. So you can make reference to it whenever you need counsel. And so please come to Virtual Tarot and have a look. You'll be surprised.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget, forewarned
is
forearmed.